Hey people, it is Saturday, September the 11th, and it is 5:25 in the afternoon, and the temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. And I'm here in High Park in the west end of Old Toronto, which is the largest urban park in the city. And I'm currently just walking north through the park towards Bloor Street West. And once I get up to Bloor Street, I'll just walk along the street to the west for a little ways. And then I'll dip back down into the park. And up ahead I can see a map of High Park. We'll take a look at that, just so you can get an idea of how big this park is, and how many different features it contains, and points of interest. There we can see the High Park swimming pool. And here we are. So as you can see in the south, it begins at just north of the Queensway. And then it goes all the way north to Bloor Street. And you can see where we are. Kind of about 2/3 up, I would say, from the bottom of the park. So obviously this would be like a full video, just recording throughout the park. And I have done a video walking through the park before, where I checked out the High Park Zoo and the Cherry Blossom Festival that was happening at that time. This is the most sought after location in the city to check out the cherry blossoms when they're in bloom. And it's a breezy day today. The sun is currently hiding behind some clouds, so that's okay with me. And there's a skating rink that currently looks more like a basketball court. And over here we have some tennis courts. There's another one right there. We have a mainstay of most parks around the world. Got some frisbee playing. And over there seems to be a gathering of some sorts. Not sure what the occasion is. If it's some sort of official sanctioned gathering or just a group of people who decided to get together and play some music and hang out. And I'll just talk over that music just in case. I think it's a little too far away and muffled sounding to trigger a copyright claim, but you can never be too careful. I've found that out the hard way on more than one occasion. And I smell something cooking. I'm not sure if it is coming from over there. Okay. Guess they're having a little cookout. A little cookout gathering with some music.
Well, no one who looks like you is happy.
And we're about to come out onto Bloor Street. This is the main entrance and exit into the park, into and out of the park. And I got more music on this side, so I'll just cross over here. This is the life of a walktuber, is just avoiding music everywhere you go. And here's Bloor Street. So, as I said, we're going to head west along Bloor Street. The sun is beginning to set now, so hopefully it'll stay. Just as I said that, it emerges from behind the cloud. So we're currently walking into the sun. High Park Manor. Some nice looking older apartment blocks there. And some new ones popping up behind.
So many of those family sitcoms.
Durie ice cream. That'd be a pretty sweet place to live, right above an ice cream shop. And there's a rather recent addition, a mid-rise condo. I think it's rather handsome, fits in quite well. And there's a subway train. Oh, there's another one. It's line 2 there.
That outdoor, like that overhang thing there in front of that building. Like that.
Trains run above ground for a stretch in this area. And they're even elevated in a stretch, which is relatively rare in Toronto.
That's the only song I can sing.
Not counting the Scarborough RT, of course. That line is completely elevated. There you can see the bridge where the subway line runs. And looking in the other direction, you might be able to see, well, maybe you can't actually. I thought maybe you'd be able to see the towers at Bloor and Yonge. They're quite far off in the distance. I think from up on top of this hill we're currently gradually climbing, we'll probably be able to see them from there. And now we're passing by what may be my favorite old pre-war apartment building in the city. 2001 Bloor Street West. It even has a slightly iconic sounding street address. Expect to hear the theme from 2001 as you ascend these steps if you lived here. Awesome view. Those are some serious looking bikes in there. Cervelo, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
But I mean, we started off anyway.
If you keep heading west, you'll find yourself passing through Bloor West Village eventually. Which is a popular neighborhood commercial strip with all sorts of restaurants and shops and fruit markets. With a bit of an Eastern European flavor. Specifically Ukrainian. This is the site of a annual Ukrainian festival, which unfortunately hasn't been taking place the last couple of summers.
Yeah, Willie, you want anything? I'm still gonna do LCB. I'll meet you here. Where's the pits?
And I think this is where we officially entered Bloor West Village, actually, according to the street signs. So, why not take a little stroll through the area since we're here? I think the last time I walked through the length of Bloor West Village was in a live stream. That was quite some time ago. I walked through a portion of it in a recorded video, but just for a block or two. That was when I did a video of the Swansea neighborhood. This is Runnymede Road. You can take that all the way down to the junction. This is another popular commercial strip. I think from here you can see all the way down to Yonge and Bloor. Although I'd rather not walk out into traffic just to show you that. So like most of these commercial strips in Toronto, you can find restaurants of just about every type here.
Down the side.
There's one of the many fruit markets along this strip. Sometimes as you're walking along, the air just smells like fresh fruit. Chicken schnitzel, sandwich, burgers, goulash, and borek. Maybe I will cross to the other side here. I guess I'll go down to the next crosswalk. And then I will continue on westward on that side, on the north side of the street, and then I'll cross again back to the south side and make my way back here. There's another fruit stand. Fresh Avenue. Now here's where you can see all the way down to Bloor. You can see 1 Bloor East towering way off there in the distance. And we got a good strong gust of wind. And some live entertainment.
Can I talk to your mom for a minute?
I need to take my gun not to look, right?
I don't like.
We're gonna take so many shots. And you have a 39% chance of taking a ball legal.
Here's the neighborhood Book City location. You can find these in other parts of the city. This is a rather affluent residential area surrounding the commercial strip here along Bloor Street. I would characterize it as upper middle class. Falafel World. That sounds like my kind of place. And Fat Bastard Burrito, the competitor to Burrito Boys. If you watch my channel at all, you all know what I prefer. So coming up to Jane Street, this is traditionally what is considered the western end of Bloor West Village. Bloor Street, of course, does continue on. And there are more commercial strips along the street heading west that go by different names, such as Kingsway and Islington Village. And there's the site of what was the neighborhood movie theater. You can see that green crane, or sorry, backhoe, I should say, up ahead. That's where they recently tore down the old theater. I remember I went there to go see The Wolverine with a former girlfriend of mine. So now we're heading back eastward again on the south side of Bloor. I was mentioning that the neighborhood is known for a Ukrainian festival and a Ukrainian credit union, and you'll see other Ukrainian themed names on various buildings. This funeral home takes up such a large expanse of street front here. Lots of it which is parking and other sort of dead zone like areas. Sort of kills the character of the street there for a block or two. Okay, maybe not a block or two, maybe for half a block. And yes, I said kills the character, no pun intended. Here's Windermere Avenue. This is the street I took down to explore the Swansea neighborhood in a video I did earlier in the year. Swansea was once its own independent village.
Armadillo meat market. Kind of forward.
Hey, there's a new shoe for the Walking Man dude. Although I think it might be a little too small for him. And I believe this is where I crossed the street, so we'll start to wrap up this video here. So I've already covered everything to the east of here, so hope you enjoyed the walk, starting from within High Park and walking north to Bloor Street, and then west along Bloor through Bloor West Village down to Jane Street, and then looping back heading east again. So leave a comment below, and like and share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal and via my new merch store. You can also find me on Instagram under K Continuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue.